What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unreal Podcast. I'm your host, Devon Wood, aka the Unreal Devon Wood. I don't know how that sounds yet. You guys gotta let me know. I'm still new to this. I'm still trying to figure out kind of an intro saying. I feel like everybody starts the same. Everybody's like, "Hello, or what's up, guys? It's your boy, or it's this person, it's that person." Like formally introducing themselves in every video, and I get the point of it. But I don't know. It just seems like everybody's fucking doing it. But I guess if it's working, it's working. But either way, we'll figure that out. The next one, or the next one after that, or the 10th fucking podcast down the road. Maybe when I finally actually make one that I like, we'll figure that out. But I digress. So, I wanted to start out today by talking about basically positivity versus negativity. And I had a conversation with somebody about this the other day. And it's something I've had a very similar conversation about with tons of people. And I always kind of have this recurring theme that I let them know. Unfortunately, there's positive and negative things all around us, right? And a lot of that we don't have control over. But what we do have control over is how much we let each affect us. How much we let positivity or negativity impact us on a daily basis. And I kind of brought up the example, you could post a picture to Instagram, right? And you could have literally 50 comments of people saying, "You look great, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're handsome, you're this, you're that." And if one person comments something negative like, "You're ugly," or "I don't like the way this looks or that looks," or anything like that, as people, we have this knack for sifting through all the good stuff and saying no, fuck that. Oh, cool, I look this, I'm good. Wait, what? A negative comment? And it's that's what we pinpoint, which if you really think about it and put it in perspective, it's so absurd because there are 50 good things to one bad thing. Now, it's in our control to choose to appreciate and let the good things uplift us as opposed to letting that one bad thing bring us down. And you know what? If you do that, then you can have the same effect even in reverse. If you had 50 negative comments and one good comment, and you decided, you know what? The negative comments, I'm sifting through that bullshit, putting all that to the side, and I'm going to focus on the good thing and let that be what, determines how my day, week, month, whatever goes, we will be a lot better off. I tell a lot of people, the way you see me on social media, that's pretty much the same exact person I am in real life. I'm a very happy dude. I'm just genuinely happy. I feel like I don't really have anything to complain about. I get stressed with work and life sometimes, but that's life. But I have no major issues. I'm financially stable. I consider myself to be a very blessed person. And I'm happy. And unfortunately, a lot of people can't say that. And so I do this, or make funny videos, or just talk to people, period. Because honestly, I want everybody to feel the way that I do. Unfortunately, there are way more people on the other side of the spectrum who, are depressed or upset. And I'm trying to get them to come to Team Happy, you know what I mean? However I can, whether it's with a laugh or just listening. Just listening can go a very long way. And listening without interrupting and cutting in every time and telling them how you've experienced the same thing. I think it's good to let a person know that you can kind of understand what they're going through because, it connects a little bit better. They say, okay, this person's not just blowing smoke. They know what I mean. However, you don't want to push that too far because then suddenly, without even doing it on purpose, the conversation becomes about you. And the whole purpose of talking to somebody is listening to them. When you talk, you want to be listened to. When somebody else talks, they want to be listened to. But anyway, I digress. So that's kind of my I guess, opening statement for today. So, the other thing I wanted to talk about, one of the other things, I have a million things to talk about. I talk way too much. But I do, so for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you've seen these. For those of you who don't, you can check me out. I'll put the link in the description or, in the title or wherever it is, wherever you see this video or hear this podcast. And I call it the daily poll, which is funny because it's not actually daily. A lot of times I'll go weeks without doing one. But I post the daily poll. Usually it gets anywhere between 1 and 200 votes, which is a pretty decent sample size. And I like to see what people's answers are. And you can specifically see, I'm never going to give that information out. But you can specifically see what people answer, and it kind of gives you a little bit of, wow, what the fuck was that? You guys heard that voice crack? God damn, I sound like a fucking 3-year-old girl who's fucking nervous about her first day of preschool. But anyway, God damn, what the fuck was I talking about? See, I talk so much, I'll be fucking distracting myself. This is crazy. Oh, the weekly poll. And I only figured that out because I just looked down at my iPad because I wrote the stuff down. But anyway, so the weekly poll, I figured that would be kind of a good weekly topic, or however often I decide that I'm going to end up doing this. I think it would be a good topic to go with because it's interesting. And for those of you who vote or who participate in it, it's also cool to see how I feel about it. And one that I've done recently, I had done it twice. I don't know if people had noticed or not, but I did it twice. And the poll was, would you cheat if you could know for absolutely certain that you would not get caught? And I was actually a little surprised. The response, I think, was like 67 to 33 or whatever it was. Something like that. It was 60-something to 30-something. And I was surprised. On the side of no. Most people said no, that they wouldn't do it. And that surprised me because I felt like, truthfully, I feel like a majority of people actually only feel bad about cheating because they got caught. Not because they made the other person feel like garbage. Or not because they broke somebody's heart, but they feel bad simply because they got caught. They almost feel bad for themselves, right? And here's my take on it. And before you all decide to fucking crucify me, hear me out. I personally think, honestly, I don't know. I haven't really I've never really had the opportunity to do so. I've never cheated. It's right now, I just really don't think it's me. It's just not me. That's not my thing. I don't consider myself to be a cheater. However, I do think that if I ever was to contemplate it, a big driving force behind me deciding not to do it would simply be because I don't want to break somebody's heart. Because I do believe that they're gonna find out one way or another, and I wouldn't want that to happen because I don't want to break somebody's heart. I don't want to be the guy who tore down and destroyed another woman. I don't want to be another one of those guys. But I don't know, man. I feel like if you knew for sure, if you knew for goddamn certain that you were not gonna get caught, boy. That's a tough choice to make. I'm happy I'll never have to make that choice. But I don't know. It's a tough choice, man. Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of relationships kind of fall apart because people get bored, right? And sometimes that boredom is just simply with the other person. Other times, that's awesome. There's a train. I sleep with that shit every night. But I sleep like a fucking rock. So once I'm out, I'm out. A fucking tornado could blow through my room and I'm still gonna sleep. But, so sorry about that train. Give it a couple seconds, but yeah, I mean, people get bored. It's just the truth of the matter. It's unfortunate, but people get bored, and the sad reality is that a lot of relationships don't work because when people get bored, that's just it. They'd rather go find something new because it's just better because it's new. Even though it takes a lot less work, people don't want to put the work in to maintain what they already have. You get bored. That's life. When you spend enough time with somebody, you're gonna get bored. Things that you do are going to become so routine that you don't want to do them anymore, right? And that includes sex. And I feel like a lot of people will cheat because they get bored of having sex with the same person, right? And, some people might introduce other people in the bedroom as a mutual decision. Some people are kind of like swingers, which is, to me, is a little bit fucking wild. But hey, to each their own. And I'll tell you something, I think swingers, I always get off topic, so excuse me, because I'm going to be fucking going a million different directions, but let me tell you my opinion on swingers. Them fucking swingers, man. If I could manage it, I would 100% do it. I definitely couldn't because I could just never imagine myself being comfortable with somebody else beating the bricks off of my woman and me knowing about it. Even if it meant me fucking other girls, no. Hell no. Fucking pass. On to the next. I wouldn't do it. But think about it. So many relationships fall apart because people cheat. And the reason that they cheated was because they got bored of having the sex with the same person, right? That's not an issue for swingers or for people who are in open relationships because they already know that they're both sleeping with other people. But however, the love aspect still remains just between those two. And it's weird because, again, I couldn't imagine myself being comfortable with it. However, I do believe that sex and love are two completely separate things. And the two shouldn't be mentioned in the same breath unless they coexist, right? You should not be talking about loving somebody you're fucking unless you already love that person. You shouldn't be talking about fucking somebody you love unless... No, that don't make no sense. That don't make no fucking sense. Basically what I'm trying to say is, like, to me, sex is just sex. It's just a physical release unless there are feelings present. Then it becomes, it's elevated to a whole new level. Because I think you could love somebody you never fucked, and I think you can fuck somebody you never loved. And that's just real. And I've been on both sides of that. But yeah, so swingers, man, like, think about it. You both are okay with each other exploring other sexual options. And the thing is, I feel like I've never really spoken to somebody personally who's in that sort of open relationship. But I feel like if I did, the dialogue would be something like, I'm not worried at all about this person leaving me emotionally. And as far as sexually, they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. So, because I really feel like a lot of people don't get scared of being left because they're not good enough or something. Honestly, I think, and maybe it's more so for women, I think a lot of people are scared about people leaving them because they want to fuck somebody else, honestly. At least that's how I feel it is, for women, because I think men, a lot of times, I think men cheat more. I think men cheat more because they, aren't satisfied with just sleeping with one woman. And I think women cheat when they feel like their man's not giving them enough attention or not providing the emotional aspect that they need out of it. So, but anyway, that's how I feel about that. And backtracking all the fucking way back to the daily polls. I think I'm going to make that a regular thing. And you guys can inbox me suggestions. I am all over the fucking place right now. I'm on pretty much every social media site that exists. I'm on fucking Facebook, YouTube. I'm on fucking MySpace, Christian Mingle. I got a fucking Webkins, Club Penguin. I'm obviously playing, but yeah, I'm trying to expand. So it's new for me. I'm trying to figure out how Twitter works. It's fucking weird, man. I tweet like 3 times a century. So I'm still trying to figure out Twitter. That shit is weird to me. Instagram and Snapchat I got down pat. Facebook is kind of new territory. YouTube is super duper new territory. Twitter, I've had it for a while, and just never really cared for it. But I'm getting into it because I want to be able to reach out and interact and get myself out there as much as possible. So that's part of my mission at the moment. But yeah, you guys can kind of inbox me suggestions. I think that would be cool. And I'll post them. Oh, excuse me. I'll post them on my daily poll and then share the results with you guys, the percentages, or maybe the actual votes, not the people though. And then I'll kind of discuss it for a little bit, and you guys can comment or hit me up and tell me what you think about it or what you think about my response to it. I just think that would be cool. I'm looking for ways to interact with people. Like, I'm literally sitting in front of my phone right now. My setup is insane. If you guys could see this right now, you'd be fucking dying. But I'm just sitting in front of a camera right now, right? It's very impersonal. I'm in essence talking to my fucking self right now. It's weird. I'm actually listening to myself through my headphones that I got connected to my mic right now. The whole shit is weird. It's kind of crazy. If somebody just walked in here right now, they'd be like, "What the fuck is you doing, homeboy?" "Oh, no, ain't shit, man. Working on a podcast. I'm just talking to the people." "Oh, the people, huh? The fucking people that live in your phone, man?" Nah, the people that's on YouTube." Oh, the people living YouTube, right?" If somebody didn't know what I was doing, they'd be fucking tripping right now. But so I'm gonna kind of make that, I guess, like a regular theme on this show. I don't even know if I want to call it a podcast anymore. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'll just call it the show, the Unreal Show, or something. I have no fucking idea. I know what I want to do here. Don't know what it's gonna be called. Don't know what the segments are gonna be called. I got a lot of different ideas. I did actually have an idea for a segment, though. I wanted to call it On Fucking Real. And that would be like where I either will pull up things on the internet, like tweets, or just pictures, or take submissions from people of like funny stories or experiences they've had or funny pictures, and just kind of dissect it, I guess, and like make fun of it or crack jokes or whatever, because that's basically what I do. And I don't know, I got a lot of ideas. My fucking head is ready to explode right now. But so yeah, I got a lot of ideas, and I'm just gonna keep talking about them as I go through these and weeding them out. The things that don't stick are gonna go away. The things that do stick are gonna keep returning. So that's basically my plan here. What else we got? I'm literally, for those of you who are not watching or who can't see what I'm doing, I'm just looking at my iPad right now because I wrote down all the stuff I want to talk about. So, okay. This is a big one, guys. Can we fucking please? This is my Devon Woods open letter to America. Dear America, I am deeply concerned with the current state of our country. And it's not because of the president. It's because we, as American citizens, we keep making stupid people very fucking famous. Like, it actually gets me so mad. I could, okay, like, I'm Woe Vicky, fucking, Cash Me Outside Girl, whatever, Bad Baby, whatever the fuck she calls herself. Boom fucking gang. You guys remember, like, ATL and fucking Ice JJ Fish, the people who were doing, just everybody who starts these stupid challenges. Like, I think a lot of shit is funny. Like, that's my thing. Comedy is my thing. But some shit is just stupid, man. Like, honestly, how the fuck? Think about this. Really think about this, okay? Let me paint a picture for you. The year is 2017. A badass 13-year-old girl gets on Dr. Phil's show, disrespects her mom, and becomes famous off of that. Meanwhile, the ordinary fucking citizen, like you and I, we work our asses off just to pay our bills and be broke as fuck. Now, let me tell you something. If I would have fucking known that, I would have been cursing my mom the day I came out the womb. I came out like, bitch. Because that's all, I guess that's all you need to get fucking rich and famous these days. That to me is just crazy. Like, she literally got famous off of being disrespectful to her mom. Like what did she even put for her profession? So, ma'am, I'm just looking through your resume here. Let's see. Oh, from 2017... let's see, January 2017 to December 2017. Looks like you were a disrespectful ass bitch who needed an ass whooping. Is that correct? Yep, yeah, that's me. Catch me outside after this interview, if you please. Like, that, I don't know, man. That shit just bothers me. I think Boot Gang is fucking stupid. I think that shit is so dumb. Like, recording yourself just stealing from people, which is probably entirely fake to begin with, and then, like, just wrecking shit publicly. He went to New York City and was like, this is what really pissed me off. He went to New York City, and there was, like, people, like, there was somebody who had a stand set up. They were selling, like, paintings or whatever, something that they made, right? And he went over and knocked the whole shit down, was yelling gang shit, whatever the fuck he says, and then he ran off. And I'm like, I can't fathom how that's funny. Like, you got a person who's literally putting their hard ass work out on the streets to try to make some money, try to make a buck and make a living, and you just come over there and fuck with them. They're not bothering you. And then I see a bunch of comments. Oh, all you guys saying fuck Boom, fuck this, fuck that. Well, did you know he went back and gave him $5,000? Okay, and like, honestly, think about it. If you put all that work in, if you dedicate a lot of time to a craft, and you set up and you want people to come check you out, and some asshole with a camera comes over and knocks it all down, and then comes and hand you five G's, right? Okay, yeah, don't get me wrong, 5 G's is nice. I'm sure he was happy with that. I'm sure he wasn't upset. But do you think in that very moment, his thought was, oh, fuck, you destroyed all my hard work? Fuck it, 5 G's, I'll take it. He was probably like, I mean, shit, I'm gonna tuck the fucking 5 G's in my pocket, but goddamn, nigga, did you have to come and fuck my whole stand up? That shit to me was just stupid. And then we get the challenges. I think some challenges are funny, relatively harmless, not harmful to your fucking health, which is unfortunately a lot of them the same cannot be said. But I did like a parody video of the Tide Pod challenge, which it might be by far the stupidest one of the whole lot. Whoever started it, I just want to know what the thought process is. Like, this is how bad, and this is our fault, because stupidity is a fucking profession these days. It's like somebody who's just sitting around like one day like, oh, fuck, you know, I don't really like school. I have an iPhone. I got a Facebook. I guess I could make a video. What do I want to do? Eat a spoonful of cinnamon. Nah. Go lay down flat on surfaces that you wouldn't normally lay flat on. Nah. Oh, I fucking got it. Billy, get the Tide Pods, bro. We're gonna get famous. Like, that's just so stupid to me. You're putting a pod full of chemicals in your mouth. If you're over the age of like 9 or 10, and you don't have the common sense to not do that, you fucking probably deserve whatever consequence comes from that shit. And I blame the parents, man. Let me tell you something. If I had a fucking kid, I don't care how old they are, if I walked in and saw my kid chewing on a fucking Tide Pod, right? First of all, I'm getting the belt. Side note, can we bring the belt back? These kids are so fucking bad these days because you can't touch them. You go to yell at your kid and be like, I'm calling CPS. That's it, mother. Take another step and I am calling the Child Protective Services. Okay, Johnny, I'm sorry, honey. I know you. I'm sorry for yelling at you for calling me a fucking bitch. I'm sorry. You can go to your room and play your video games, and I'll bring the dinner right up to you. It's fucking right, Mom. Like, we need to bring the belt back. I'm gonna start that fucking campaign. Bring back the belt in 2018. Because these kids is fucking bad. And they stupid. And, but if I had a kid, and I caught them doing the fucking Tide Pod challenge, I would walk in there. First I'm slapping them, hitting them with the belt. I'm doing something like, yep, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm going to say, all right, motherfucker, since you want to be a washing machine so fucking bad, go get your dirty laundry, bring it to me so I can shove it down your fucking throat and see how much you like it then. Honestly, imagine that. I'll walk in there, oh, okay, you chewing on fucking Tide Pods? That's cool, right? I got my camera on, chewing on detergent. That's cool. Let's go get your fucking laundry. Nah, man, go get your laundry and bring that shit to me because you about to wash these fucking clothes 1960 style, nigga. I meant to say 1700s. That would have been funnier, but I'm going off the rip here, so I'm not gonna correct it. But yeah, man, I don't know. Just stop making stupid people famous. And the thing is, we're all to blame because every time you click like, or every time you click the video, or you share it, or you retweet it, or whatever, you put money in the pockets of people with dangerously low IQs. Like, let's just give that up. Let's just stop that. And that's all I've got to say about that. The last thing I want to say is... Hold on. Alright, I had to burp. I had like one of them in-the-mouth burps. And now it tastes horrible. And it kind of smells bad too, because you know how you can kind of taste everything you smell like a little bit? And I kept it in, so I kind of swallowed it, which is really nasty. And I had like Chinese... So it's spicy, and it's just really disgusting. And just thinking about it is making me want to throw up. And I felt like that was information you guys could use. So, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I think it's a little bit longer than the last one. I wanted to make them a little longer. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want it to be 5-10 minutes because that's kind of uneventful. And I can't really, touch on things as much as I would like to. So, whatever this one turns out to be, I have no fucking idea. I think my garage band is going by seconds or some shit. Or maybe it's giving me the time in fucking milliliters. I don't know. Man, iMacs are fucking weird. Like, when I first got this shit, right, you scroll, like, you swipe the scroll thing up to bring the page down and vice versa. The fucking, all the like, the X button and the window expand button and the minimize button, they're all on the left side. Like, this shit's weird. Another fucking train. It's like, yo, Thomas, you need to tell you and your boys, stop fucking coming through my hood. Man, that train sucks. Like, what the fuck they got on that train anyway? Y'all just passed through 10 minutes ago. I'll tell you what that is. They moving weight. It's the middle of the night on a Friday night, midnight on a Friday night. That's when I'm doing this. And you got trains coming through here. 2 trains in, 10 minutes? That's drugs. And what I'm about to do is I'm about to go out there and I'm going to set up a fucking trap. I'm going to fuck up one of the road spikes. The train is going to derail. It's going to be all over the news. And I'm going to cash out. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to snag a couple kilos. May or may not sample. Not going to sample. Don't do drugs, kids. And I'm going to fucking start pushing weight. Fuck it. The shit's right here anyways. So I might as well. You guys didn't hear that. Anyway, that's about it for today. I think I'm done. Honestly getting kind of tired of fucking listening to myself. So I can only imagine at this point, most of you probably stopped watching too. So, and I don't blame you. But, anyway, stay tuned. I got some more interesting things to say. I got some fun shit coming up. I got a lot of funny skit videos coming up. I actually wrote down like 5 ideas today. I'll probably record a couple of them soon. And then this bunch of other stuff. I got some stuff in the works. I'm trying. And this setup right now is ass, kind of. I actually ordered these 2 like clip lights. I got a table in front of me. And for the next one, I'll clip each light to the side. That way I have much better lighting. I'm using a lamp with no fucking lampshade right now, so I actually don't know how good or bad the lighting is. It's probably ass cheeks. But I'm working on it. I got a tripod that actually stands. I have right now this little tripod I got for Christmas. The shit's this big, right? Like, it's so fucking small, the weight of my phone tilts the shit. So I'm sitting here like, I had to put it all a certain way. I had to get all this lighting somewhat decent. The shit's sitting on top of my little rolling dresser thing right now. But I ordered a tripod that actually stands high enough that I won't need that. I got some decent lighting on the way. Amazon Prime, your boy don't fucking play. I'm always on Amazon. Always on Amazon. So, yeah, the next one, basically my objective is to make each video better than the last one. Some way, shape, or form. I think for this one, I was a little bit more comfortable. I had more of a direction. So, yeah, I basically just spent the last 2 minutes of this fucking podcast critiquing myself, which I could have just done after I recorded. But anyway, I'm out of here. Thank you for watching or listening, and see you next time.